All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's money game show. I hope you can hear me though. It is raining heavily here. But yes, good evening once again. And it's good to have you here. If you're new here, this is the money game show. This is the show where hosted by Digitstem, where we bring on professionals to teach you a skill that can make you money. Yes, our goal on this show is to help you make more money, especially in this year 2025. And we have successfully done, we have been doing that now for like 31 weeks. Yes, this is our 32nd episode. So we have had 31 other episodes before this. Among those episodes, we've had Instagram ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, graphic design, mini importation, a whole lot, copywriting, content creation, ghostwriting, script writing. We have a whole lot of skills that you can learn and monetize from the comfort of your home. You want to check that out. And how do you get that? How do you check them? How do you watch previous episodes? Just right here on this YouTube channel, you will see a session that is titled Live, Live. Click on it, and you will have access to all previous episodes that we have had. That's all 31 of them. They are available for you for free. For free, please, guys. It is free. And don't forget, subscribe. Hit the subscription button, please. Hit the subscription button. It is free, absolutely free. Nobody's charging you to subscribe. No, you are going to be the one even benefiting more from the subscription because you'll be notified whenever we drop a new video or whenever we have sessions like this, okay, where you can learn how to make money. All right, so without wasting so much of our time tonight, we're going to be learning how to turn ideas into profitable course, just like you can see on your screen. And our guest speaker or our teacher for today is Emmanuel Geoffrey. Yeah, I'll just hand over to him so that he can just get started on teaching us how to do that. All right, Emmanuel, over to you, please.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and I welcome you to this live training. I just wanted to make sure that each and every one of you can hear me. So if you can hear me, please, can you type the number one? Let me see one on the chat board, please. I just want to know if you can hear me very quickly. I want to see one on the chat board if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, Lord Kali, thank you very much for that response. All right, so without further ado, let's get right in, right? So, for starters, I want us to consider a statement, right? A very, very important statement I want us to look at very vividly. Now, I want to ask, there are two types of people in the online space, right? There are those who consume content and those who create it, right? So, I want to ask you personally, you on this live call, where do you belong? Are you Do you consume content or you create? So if you consume content, I want you to type consume. If you create, I want you to write create. I want to check something very quickly. This will be a very interactive session, so please let's just try and keep the interaction going, right? So I'm waiting. Do you consume content or you create content? What do you do online? I'm eager to know. I'm eager to know. Awesome, awesome, Lord God. I'm glad that you create content, right? Now, I want to tell you something really, really important, and that is the ones who create content, package their expertise, and sell it in a structured way are the ones who build real wealth and impact, right? What I just said is the better upon which our discussion will be based tonight, right? And I won't take much of your time. I will be brief and concise. So let's get started. But before we get started, I need to make a brief introduction of who I am, right? My name is Emmanuel Geoffrey, and I am the creator of the No Stress Band 8 IELTS program, right? Hosted across several affiliate platforms. So I myself, I own a course. So this particular training is to give you insight onto how the mindset that bettered the course that most people are using. And I've been sending my course for the past 2 to 3, and I have over 2,000 students, right, who are benefiting from just my knowledge. That is what I want to do in this program, right? So, I want to officially welcome you because I'm excited to have you here. Because today we are diving into something that has changed my life and can change yours too. And many affiliate marketers make money selling other people's product, which is fantastic, no doubt. But have you ever considered selling your own knowledge or expertise? Have you ever considered that? Right? Or maybe you've mastered copywriting, Facebook ads, organic growth strategies, and several of them, and you have insights that help people solve real problems. What if instead of just promoting someone else's course, you created your own and build a brand around your expertise, thereby creating an additional income source for yourself? Of course, no one says no to additional money, right? No one says no to it, right? That's exactly what I want to show you today in 3 simple steps: how to turn your ideas into a profitable course that generates income while you are making an impact. Now, the impact is very important because you cannot just create a course for the sake of making money. You have to create a course so that you have that aim of helping someone to go from point A to point B. That is why you are actually creating a course. Yes, you make money by the side, but then the main thing that you have to make sure that you make an impact. And trust me, this is in theory, because I'm going to show you the exact process that have allowed me to go from slaving every day, chasing clients, to selling a structured course that works for me 247. And by work for me 247, I mean that I can be sleeping and then I can make a sale 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It happens like that several countless times because the system is just there, right? So that is what I want to let you know, that these things are very possible, right? So now let's get into it. Step one: the power of a profitable course, right? So one of the biggest misconceptions people have is that you need to be an industry guru or expert to create a course. The answer is no, it doesn't require that, right? And why am I telling this? You don't have to be the world most recognized expert. You just need to know more than your students and have a clear process to help them succeed. Now, let me take your mind back to our university days when we have the lectures and we have those who conduct tutorials. You discover that you might attend a lecture and then you might not gain much from the lecturer, but you learn something from your fellow student or from a tutorial house. That is how some people need your owners, because I feel that everyone requires a unique teacher that can address him or her. For example, now in the IELTS space, we have a lot of IELTS tutors, right? A lot of IELTS tutors, but then maybe my teaching methodology may not suit student A. For the others, it may suit them. So, of course, so you shouldn't feel that you need to be an expert for you to create a course or for you to teach. No, there is somebody out there waiting for you to share your ideas with them, and they're willing to pay you money for that, right? So think about it. You've learned a skill that people struggle with, I'm sure, because you being an affiliate marketer, you've done that, right? You've actually overcome challenges that others are stuck in. Yes, some of the challenges you're currently facing now, you want to give up another. Don't give up, because if you're able to solve that problem, that can become an avenue for you to turn it into a valuable product, a valuable information product that people will want to purchase, right? And you've discovered strategies that work and that people want to learn them. Remember, the keyword there is strategies that work, right? So if you can solve a problem, people will pay to learn from you. There's always that one person who is dying, as a matter of fact, to learn from you. Don't forget that, right? There's that one person who wants to really, really like, whose journey is actually similar to you, that who can actually understand your pain and your flight and your plight, and then when the person meets you and you help that person, the help becomes contagious, right? So now let me share my story with you. When I was an IELTS tutor, I spent endless hours teaching students one-on-one, right? Sometimes I had to travel interstate for private classes. Yes, it was that bad, right? And at the end, I was paid 50,000 naira. Though by the 50K wasn't bad, it just didn't want the stress I was made to go through. Sometimes I could leave my house 8 o'clock, get to the client side 10 o'clock, teach from 10 to like 3. Then so I get to my house 6, and I do that 12 times in a sorry, I think the class was actually 3 times in a week. For what, that is actually 12 classes. And then of the day, I was paid what, 50K. For me, I felt that I was actually making money then, because I was pretty comfortable, of course, right? Then something happened. I couldn't like that till COVID happened and everything changed for me, right? I had no choice but to move online. Now, the online class wasn't group classes. Hear me out. Now, it was still the same one-on-one with different students. So let me get an example. Let me say I'm teaching Mr. Femi on Monday, one-on-one. I'll teach Mrs. Gloria on Tuesday, just like so. I had different one-on-one classes spread across different days. So every day I am teaching. So in a month, I cannot exceed a certain number of students that I teach in a month. So you see how stressful that was. But then something happened to me. One fateful day, my internet connection stopped and it ruined everything. Network was bad. So I decided to do so. I said, okay, let me record this class and send to the student because because the exam was actually fast approaching. So I did that. And guess what? To my surprise, she loved it. There was actually a woman that she loved the class. And although I was like, okay, let me send the same recording to others and see how they feel about it. And that was how everybody has sent that particular lecture video. They told me, please, Mr. Ma, be recording your classes for us. I don't want to be coming online again. At that moment, what an idea just hit my head. I was like, okay, this is working. So instead of teaching life every day, why not package this recorded lesson into a full course and sell it? And guess what? I did exactly that. And as at 2022, I launched my course, which is what the No Stress Bandit IELTS program. And as you can see, the owner of Espania, that is Toyo Motor Show, actually uploaded my course as trying to pick up, and then Espania acknowledged it as the fourth bestseller course as at that time, because it was look at it on your screen. So if I can do it from a very will I use the word? I don't know use the word paragraph, from a very primitive part, definitely you can equally do it as well. All you need is just one idea to boost you up, right? So here is the first action I have for you. Don't overcomplicate things like this. Look at what you already know, package it and structure it into lessons that people will pay for. Remember, your sole aim is meant to, well, you're meant to bring benefit to anyone that is actually to anyone that wants to learn from you. That should be your goal, to help that person, take the person from point A, where they are, to where they want to be, right? So that is it. Number two, the minimal viable cost method. That is step two, right? What does this big grammar mean? So sorry for using that complicated English, right? Now, the second reason people never launch their course is that they try to make it perfect, and they end up stuck for most, creating something no one even asked for, right? Remember, perfection is the enemy of what? Progress. By Winston Churchill. It's not me that said it, it's Winston that said it, and it's true. When you're trying to make something perfect, I want to, it breeds what? Procrastination. You procrastinate a lot, you don't get things done because you want things to be very perfect. And if you're waiting for perfection, nothing is going to work out. Most of my amazing ideas, most of my amazing products have come from me just releasing it as soon as possible so that I can get. And releasing it as soon as possible does not mean that I will do a bad job. No, as I have an idea, I simply conceptualize it and then I go ahead and develop it immediately. So while I do that, I learn in the process. I get to me. So that is how you work. So you don't need to record 100 hours of video before selling your course. Here is a smarter way to do it, right? Instead of creating everything first, why don't you pre-sell your cost, test the demand, and refine based on real student feedback? You get. And when you do that, it becomes now. Here's how it works. First of all, start with a mini course. Cover only the core lessons to get your student result as fast as what possible. This small one. Pre-sell it to a small group. It could be your WhatsApp group, or it could be your church group, or anywhere you feel that you have a community. You can just pre-sell it there. Offer an early bird discount because Nigerians will like discounted. When you tell people, you know what, there's a course I have, I get to me, and I've not launched it yet. So I'll be selling it for 4,000 naira. But when it launches, it's going for what, 12,000 naira. So people will jump on it because what is cheap. People like what? Discount, right? So three, collect feedback. Find out what worked and what students need more of. Very, very important. You get. So because when people buy a code, try and get feedback. Remember, you want to make the course better. Do you like it? What do you think I can do to improve on it? And because if you have a solid product that brings what benefit to people, trust me, people will definitely pray for you and you will succeed. Right? So that is just it. Now, fourth part is what? Expand it into a full course. Refine and scale your program based on what? Real student results. Right? So when you do that, you find you have a very holistic course that actually helps people at the end of the day. Okay, so to understand me better, here's an example of what I did during my time, right? So before launching my full IELTS program, I sold a simplified 4-week crash course at a discounted price. And once students went through it, I collected feedback, made improvement, and launched the full version at a higher price. And guess what? Because I tested demand first, it sold out what effortlessly. The lesson here is simple: sell fast and refine later. There's no need you waiting for things to be perfect before you go ahead and then you make a decision, right? Step three: the system that sells your course automatically, right? So, creating a course is great, but if nobody buys it, it's just a collection of videos sitting online. It's as simple as that. To sell a course effortlessly, you need a simple system that moves people from interested to enrolled without chasing leads all day. Like I said, sometimes I can just be my man and then I make a sale without even chasing anybody. It just happens, right? But because there's a system in place for that. Okay, so here's how to do it. Attract the right audience. And how do you do that? You do that using what? Using your content, right? Content. What type of content do you post? That's why at the beginning of this webinar, I asked, are you a social media consumer or you a or you create? Now, when you create, you should be mindful of the type of content that you put out because your content should have a goal. Your content will definitely attract what? The right audience. I get him. And use your social media platform to position yourself as an expert in that field. That's the first step to it. Number two, build trust and credibility. Share free insights, answer questions, and showcase your results. That's how you build trust. Because remember, people buy only for people that they know, like, and we call it KLT in sales and marketing, right? So KLT, people buy from who they know, like, and trust. Very important. So you need to build, and when you share insight, share the answer question, be ready to help people. Be ready to help people. Very, very important, right? And number three, offer a limited discount. Offer a limited time discount. Very, very important because most people, most people like discounts. I get to me. And when you give discounts like that, people have a reason. People tend to buy now. Like when you give people, okay, there's a discount. I have to get that as soon as possible. Even it affects even the best of us. Once here, there's discount offer a limited time. We tend to buy it now. And please make sure that you give that discounted offer so that people get to buy it now than so they don't procrastinate and then say, okay, I'll get this later. It doesn't work that way, right? Now, when you combine content, trust, urgency, your course will definitely sell itself. Now, imagine waking up to payment notifications every morning because your knowledge is working for you instead of the other way around. Just imagine it. It feels good. Trust me, it does. Right? Now, I want to make this happen to you as well. Right? I just walked you through the exact process to turn your knowledge into a profitable online course. Right? And if you want to go deeper, I've put everything inside my book, right? Titled From Idea to Income, right? How beginners build online courses that make money, right? So this is actually the first book I'm writing, trying to kind of share my insights on how I was able to build, how I was able to create a profitable course like the No Stress Banded IOS program, right? So this is not just a book, it's a step-by-step blueprint that shows you how to turn your knowledge, skills, or even just your interest into a digital course that gets you results and sale. Now you'll be wondering, what is inside this course? The first you get to learn is what you get to know how to find a profitable course topic. Even if you think you don't have a skill, I'll show you how to cover develop one that people will actually pay for. Number two, you'll be learning inside the book is what? Learn how to plan and create your course without confusion. No more overthinking or getting stuck. You learn a simple way to map out and build your course without any form of text. Because people think that when you hear course creation, you imagine you're going to use a lot of complex technological tools to get it done. No, it's just a very simple process. I'm going to reveal that to you in the book, right? Now, I get to show you how to pre-sell your course before you build it, right? So you learn how to validate your idea and get paid upfront. So you are not wasting time building something no one wants. It's very, very important. You need to pre-sell so that you don't be something that people will just after all my effort, no show. You don't want to do that, right? Now, the last thing I'll be showing you regarding the book is I'll get to show you how you can organically sell your course. Either you sell it organically or we pay ads, right? Whether you're just starting out already marketing, I broke down two beginner-friendly sales simple process. Remember, this is actually what for beginners. So I show you simple funnel you can use to make even without a big audience or fancy tools. This is not that we're talking about landing page. No, 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 no. This MLB is for what beginners. If you're just entering into the market space, there's a simple funnel you can use to at least get a few, make some few sales here and there, and then you understand the entire problem before you think of what scaling. So remember, this is actually what a beginner's what guide, right? Now, let me be real with you. This book hasn't even been launched, right? And it's brand new. And when it officially goes live, the price will be 12.5 or 125 Ghana cedi. That is if you're a Ghanaian listening to this call, right? But because you're one of the very first people I'm sharing this with, I would truly appreciate you for showing up and listening to me tonight. So this is just me telling you, thank you for listening to me tonight, right? So So because of that, I'll give it to you for just 5,000 naira or 50 Ghana cedis. Now, to purchase is very simple. You go to the address, to the URL on the screen. You just seller.com. Then you have F19. That's zero. That's not zero. It's actually letter O. Then you have 19. So we have seller.com / F1 9019. So when you go there, you see the course, you read everything about, so you see the book, read everything about it. If you like it, you purchase it. It's just, but I'm doing this because of because I'm just telling you, right? So I know you might be wondering, why not just make it free? Here's why. When something is free, everybody wants it, but hardly no anyone will read it, right? Even few people won't even implement, and that defeats the purpose. My goal isn't just to put another book in your hands. My goal is to help you get results and add a new income stream to your life, right? To make this even more valuable, I've added a second book for those of you who have learned a skill like copywriting, Facebook ads, coaching, but still struggle to get clients or make consistent income. Now, this bonus book is called ads to clients, right? An unusual method to consistently and predictably land new clients who pay what you are worth and fast, even nobody has heard of you. Now, this book was actually written by my good friend Samuel Shego. He's actually a Facebook expert, right? So he wrote this book, and then I begged him that okay, fine, I'll be speaking to a group of affiliate marketers this evening. Please, can I have his as a bonus? And he agreed. So I decided to just throw this in the mix to show you that okay, fine. I really want to help you today. That is, if you have an intention of creating your own course and then earning a living from that, right? So this bonus will help you, number one, attract high quality clients. More importantly, charge what you are truly worth and create consistent cash flow from your skill. Now, this bonus alone is worth more than discounted price, and you will get it again after tonight. Like I said, I had to beg him, right, for him to give it to me. So he just agreed. So remember, you're getting these two books for just 5,000 naira or 50 Ghana cedis. This is just a patronage sum. Now, this 5,000. Let me tell you so much about this 5,000 naira. I'm taking from you now. It's very simple. It's more or less your commitment, because when you commit, someone you know that oh, I bought this book 5,000, you'll be forced to read it. I can tell you, if I open my lab, there are a lot of books that I downloaded for free I've not opened, but the ones I've read are those that I've actually spent my money to buy. That's why I prefer to buy courses, buy books, and all, because that will be the most, because you spend money to do this, you should be able to what read it and try to what implement it. So once again, the URL is quite simple: seller.com / F19 the letter O, and we have 19. That's F19019. Seller.com / F19. Or you can simply pause the video and then take a screenshot. Just go to this site and then you get the book. So once you get it, you get the bonus. Very simple, right? So this offer is my way of rewarding those who take action early, but it's only valid tonight. After tonight, the price I would even take it down. The price go and the book definitely disappear. If you're ready to take that step, now is the time, right? So remember, the link is still on the screen, so you can simply take a screenshot and then go do your thing there, right? So if you've been waiting for the right moment to finally turn your ideas, everyone skill into a profitable business course, now today is the time. You hearing my voice? It's a sign that you need to do something about your life, in the sense of trying to kind of contribute your knowledge, because you have a lot of things inside that you should share with someone. Someone is in need of your knowledge that can actually help that person. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three. So I'm calling on you to please get up and create that digital course now. It not only help you, but it will help the next man who is willing to learn from you, right? This is it. No more guessing, no more delays. Just the clarity and strategy you need to start and win. At the end of the day, you have a choice. Make today the day you start building your own profitable course and turning your knowledge into income. And together, let's make it happen. Remember, you're getting the two books I just announced for just 5,000 or 50 Ghana cedis to purchase. Just visit the URL link. If you don't know what if you don't, if you can't, you just can just pause the video, screenshots, do whatever, and then just go get it, right? So once again, it's simply seller.com/, F19019. That's just it. Very simple, right? So do that, and that will be all from me. Thank you very much, guys. If you have questions, please feel free to ask me, and I'm ever willing to respond to your question. Yeah, that's my time.
All right. Thank you so much for this session. It was very eye opening. I think I think one thing that stood out for me is this the pre-sale technique you talked about is about pre-selling your course before the actual launch. I think that actually makes sense. A lot of vendors make that mistake from what I'm they just go ahead and just sell without even testing the market or seeing if their idea is right. Once they have an idea, they just let's just get into it. And sometimes they just fall flat on their face. So yes, that actually does make sense. All right, guys. I'm sure we have learned a thing or two from Emmanuel this evening. So if you have any questions, feel free to type it in the comment section, and I'll read out to him and he answer it. Don't have any questions.
So any question you
Okay,
can
does okay. I do have a question. So
okay,
now
please.
you said you're going to help with the book. The book helps with creating course and all of that. Does it also show how to price your course?
Okay, yes. So yes, it actually so when we talk about pricing, we are referring to what offer. That's what we have. There's a chapter in the book called offer creation, right? Most people think that you just price your book anyhow. No, you don't. That's why you need to do your market research. Find out, okay, fine. Do you have other products that are actually solving the same problem as you? Number one, what unique angle are you bringing in terms of solving that same problem? And what what amount are they charging? So you need to be careful. Usually, a very especially when you are selling information, price is not necessarily a problem because information, everything has to do with the way you package it, right? If I'm able to create a very robust offer, I could price mine, let's say, three times higher than the next man selling the same thing that lacks proper packaging. So there is a whole chapter dedicated to what offer creation that actually captured what how you should price your product. Yeah, so that is just it.
Okay. Oh, all right. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
All right,
Okay, so guys, there's been no questions so far. I believe that means that everything you said is clear. And guys, feel free to go back and watch this video.
sure.
It's available for free. Watch it as many times as you need to. And yes, please can you, Emmanuel, is there a way they can reach out to you maybe after the book has been launched? How can they reach out to you to get it?
Okay,
If
so
you can
they can reach
explain
out to
that
me
to
and they can send me a DM on my Twitter. Definitely, I'll respond on my Twitter. They just send me a DM on my Twitter. Yeah, they can do that. I will send it to you so you can just post on the comment section, right?
yes.
Okay. So it's simply at Imajo08. Yeah, let me just send it now. Uh, yeah. So I've sent it to you, so you can just copy and paste it on the platform here. Send it.
No, not yet. Not yet. Not seeing it.
Okay. Okay.
I've seen it too. Sorry about
Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah,
it.
awesome. That's fine.
All right. So yes, you can reach out to him via Twitter to get the book.
Okay,
Guys,
sure.
buy this book. You need it. You need it. You need another stream of income. This 2025, this economy. You're in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, or any other African country that you're watching from. Hmm. Another sort of income, you need it. And this one is launching a digital product as I think has been proven to be one of the best passive income that you can have. You keep earning from it. Something that you sat down and created for, let's say even say let's just say you created it for a week and it keeps giving you money. Years, as far as it's relevant, it still keeps giving you money. So you need this. Get this book. Okay? Thank you so much,
Sure.
guys. Thank you so much, Manuel, for this word of knowledge. We thank you so much once again. Let me just leave it at
All right.
that for now.
All right. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Guys, thank you so much for coming to tonight's morning game show. In the absence of no question, I think we can just call it a good night. So yes, thank you
Sure.
so
Good
much.
night. All right.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow Emmanuel and reach out to him to get the book. And also follow Digitstem on Twitter at Digitstem. Follow us on Instagram at Digitstem_. And subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook as well at Digitstem. Okay, thank you so much for coming to tonight's meeting. I'm sorry, tonight's
Thank you.
show.
Thank you.
See you next week,
All right. Bye, guys.
Saturday, same
All
time.
right.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. All right.
See you next week. Bye. See you next week, Saturday, with a different professional to teach you how you can make money from the comfort of your home. Okay? Good night.
Bye.